The night of May 14th into the 15th, 2025, marks a momentous event that has been centuries in the making. A cosmic shift will occur, one that will ripple through the fabric of existence, affecting each of us on a profound level. As the Algol portal opens, an ancient force will be revealed, signaling the end of the isolation that many of us have been feeling, whether we recognized it or not. But before we dive into what the Algol portal represents, let's first understand what has been happening on a spiritual and astrological level in the lead-up to this event. For the past few years, many of us have felt disconnected, detached, or even isolated from the world around us. It may have seemed like life was unfolding, but we were not fully part of it. Like we were watching from the sidelines, unable to truly connect. At times, it felt like the universe had placed us on pause. But now, we are learning that this feeling of isolation was not random. It was part of a greater cosmic design. This period of separation wasn't about punishment. It wasn't about being left behind. In fact, it was a protective measure, a kind of spiritual preparation for what is coming. The Algol portal, opening now, signifies the end of this period of seclusion. The forces behind it are not just astronomical. They are deeply spiritual and transformative. But first, what exactly is the Algol portal, and why does it carry so much significance? Algol, often referred to as the demon star in astrology, is one of the most feared stars in our celestial skies. Historically, it has been seen as a symbol of chaos, destruction, and spiritual exile. For centuries, this star was considered an omen, its presence marking periods of turmoil, punishment, and spiritual challenges. It was a celestial body that signified disruption, a force that seemed to hold power over those who dared to come too close to it. In astrology, Algol is associated with intense experiences that challenge the soul, forcing individuals to confront their deepest fears, limitations, and shadows. It represents chaos, sometimes external, but often internal, as it compels us to deal with our own darkest aspects. In ancient times, those who encountered Algol's influence were believed to face exile or punishment, whether in the form of societal rejection or spiritual isolation. But what if this understanding of Algol is not the whole story? What if, instead of a harbinger of doom, Algol was playing a much deeper role in the grand design of our soul's evolution? The eclipse on May 15th, 2025, presents a unique opportunity to shift this narrative. As the sun moves directly in front of Algol, its light will overpower the star's chaotic influence, momentarily silencing it. For a rare moment, the light of the sun will mute the destructive force that Algol has represented. This powerful alignment will have profound effects on us here on Earth. It symbolizes the end of the isolation many of us have been feeling. The astral forces that have kept us separated from our higher selves are now being lifted. The protective veil that has shrouded us will begin to dissolve, and with it, we will experience a reawakening. An awakening that will reconnect us to our purpose, our power, and our true selves. In this moment, the Algol portal does not just signify the end of chaos. It marks the start of a new phase of spiritual clarity. The eclipse acts as a cosmic reset, clearing the way for new energies to flood into our lives. As Algol's influence is temporarily silenced, the energy that has kept us hidden for so long will begin to emerge. But this is not just about the eclipse itself. It is about what comes next. The end of isolation is just the beginning. As the sun's light overpowers Algol, the seal that has kept us spiritually distanced from the world will begin to crack open. We are stepping into a time where we will no longer feel as though we are on the outside looking in. The world will start to recognize us again, not as we were, but as we are meant to be. This cosmic event isn't just a passing astronomical occurrence. It is a spiritual awakening that will awaken within each of us a dormant potential. The isolation we have felt, while intense and often painful, has served a purpose. It was a form of protection, a safeguard to ensure we were ready for the next phase of our spiritual journey. It was a time to recalibrate, to heal, and to prepare ourselves for the powerful energies that are now flooding the earth. As we move through this shift, we may begin to notice subtle signs around us, small synchronicities, unexpected connections, or feelings of familiarity with certain people, places, or experiences. These are not coincidences. They are the first signs that the seal is breaking, that the energy we have been waiting for is finally beginning to make its way back into our lives. The opening of the Algol portal represents a cosmic shift, a shift that will transform not just the external world, but our internal landscapes as well. The energies we have been waiting for are finally here, and with them, a new sense of purpose, alignment, and manifestation will unfold. We are entering a time of reawakening, and it is only the beginning. So, prepare yourself. The isolation you've been feeling wasn't an accident. It was a necessary part of the process. Now, as the Algol portal opens, you are about to experience the end of this spiritual isolation. The cosmic forces are aligning to bring you back online, and the world is about to recognize you in ways you never thought possible. This is your moment to step forward, to embrace the changes ahead, and to reconnect with the cosmic flow that is now coming your way. The breaking of the seal, embracing the shift, as the eclipse on May 15th, 2025 unfolds, a profound shift will begin to occur, not just in the cosmos, but deep within ourselves. The Algol portal opening represents more than just the end of isolation. It marks the breaking of a spiritual seal that has kept us bound, hidden, and protected for a time. Now that the seal is beginning to crack, it is essential that we understand what comes next and how we can embrace this shift as we step into the fullness of our being. For many, the experience of isolation has been one of intense quiet, an almost deafening stillness that kept us apart from the world. This stillness was not meant to isolate us permanently, but rather to allow us to recalibrate. It was a protective measure to ensure that we could realign with our true selves, without the distractions of the external world. During this time, many of us may have felt invisible, like our words and actions had no weight, no impact. Perhaps it seemed as if the world had moved on without us, and no matter how hard we tried, we couldn't find our place. This feeling of invisibility, however, was not a sign of failure. It was a sign of preparation. Now, as the cosmic energies shift, this isolation is starting to dissolve. The seal is breaking. The silence that once enveloped us is beginning to lift. And with it, we are about to experience a profound reawakening. The world is about to recognize us once again, not as the versions of ourselves that were hidden in the dark, but as the powerful beings we truly are. In these moments, many will begin to notice small, subtle changes. It might start with something as simple as a shift in perception, a feeling that you are no longer the same person you were just a short time ago. You might find yourself noticing things you never did before, sensing energies you had previously ignored. The world around you may begin to feel different, as if the very fabric of reality is rearranging itself. This is not a coincidence. These changes are happening because you are no longer operating on the old frequency. The seal has broken, and your true frequency is starting to emerge. The process of reconnecting with yourself and the universe is often subtle at first. You might feel the pull of certain people or situations, almost as if the universe is gently guiding you back into alignment. The synchronicities that begin to occur are the first signs that your energy is being received once again. You might find that old connections start to resurface. People you haven't spoken to in years suddenly reappear in your life, but not in dramatic ways. These reunions are quiet, subtle, and yet they carry an undeniable energy. These are not random events. They are the result of the seal breaking, and the energies that once kept you separated from others are now beginning to dissipate. You might also notice how certain names or symbols start to follow you, showing up in unexpected places, on buses, in movies, on social media. These signs are not coincidences either. They are part of the process of spiritual reconnection, a sign that the universe is beginning to speak to you. In the days to come, you will begin to notice more and more signs that your energy is shifting. The people around you will begin to respond differently, and you might find that doors that once seemed closed are now opening. Opportunities that once felt out of reach will start to come into focus. The life you have been waiting for, one of alignment, purpose, and manifestation, is finally starting to unfold. But even as you embrace the shift, it's important to remain patient with yourself. The process of spiritual reawakening is not always instantaneous. It is gradual, unfolding in layers. The more you allow yourself to feel the subtle shifts and changes, the more you will be able to embrace them. Trust in the process. Trust in the timing. And trust that the universe is guiding you exactly where you need to go. As the eclipse continues to unfold, you will begin to notice that your frequency is becoming stronger, more defined, and more aligned with your true self. This is the first step in the manifestation process. As you step into your true energy, you will begin to see your dreams, goals, and desires manifest in ways you never thought possible. The universe is now ready to receive your energy fully, and as you embrace the shift, the doors that once seemed closed will begin to open wide. So, let go of any fear or resistance you may feel. The breaking of the seal is your invitation to step fully into your power. The world is about to recognize you. And as you embrace this shift, you will see the world reflect the transformation you've undergone. The process of spiritual reawakening has begun, and it is only going to get more beautiful from here. Spiritual recalibration, trusting the process. As the cosmic energies continue to shift and the seal is fully breaking, the process of recalibration begins. This is a crucial part of the journey, where everything you've gone through, the isolation, the periods of feeling unseen, and the silence, will begin to make sense. The recalibration of your spiritual energy is an ongoing process that requires your full trust in the timing of the universe. Now that your frequency is becoming visible once again, the world around you will start to respond, and you will begin to feel a deeper sense of alignment with your true self. Spiritual recalibration is not something that happens overnight. It is an unfolding process, and as you step into the next phase, you will find that your energy is being realigned with the higher vibrations of the universe. This recalibration will bring up both excitement and discomfort. As your frequency shifts, you may find that certain things no longer resonate with you the same way. You may begin to feel a sense of disconnection from things, people, or environments that once felt familiar. This is a sign that your energy is being elevated and refined. Your internal world is being rewired, retuned to a higher frequency that aligns with your true purpose. The vibrations that once held you back are being replaced with the energies of manifestation, abundance, and spiritual clarity. During this recalibration, there may be moments when you question yourself, wondering if you are truly on the right path, or if the changes you are feeling are just temporary. These thoughts are completely normal. The process of recalibration can feel unsettling at times, but it's important to remind yourself that this discomfort is part of the transformation. You have already done the work of clearing away the layers of doubt, fear, and confusion. Now, as your frequency recalibrates, you will start to notice how your energy becomes more aligned with your desires and intentions. Your thoughts, emotions, and actions will begin to sync up with the higher vibrations you are tuning into. This is where manifestation becomes even more powerful. As you trust the process and allow yourself to fully align with your true frequency, your desires will begin to materialize with greater ease and speed. At this stage, it is essential to let go of the need for control. The more you try to control the process or push for results, the more you will resist the natural flow of your recalibration. The universe works in mysterious ways, and although you may not see immediate results, trust that everything is unfolding in perfect timing. The energies that are being recalibrated within you are not random. They are aligned with your soul's purpose and are being guided by a higher force. You may notice that your intuition becomes sharper during this period of recalibration. As your spiritual energy is recalibrated, your connection to your inner guidance becomes stronger. Trusting your intuition will become a vital tool as you navigate this process. You will begin to feel more certain in your decisions, more confident in the path that lies ahead. This is because your energy is becoming more aligned with the truth of who you are. The distractions and noise of the outside world will begin to fade, and you will find yourself more connected to your inner knowing. This recalibration also brings a heightened sense of clarity. As the static in your energy field clears, you will begin to see the world around you with fresh eyes. What once seemed confusing or overwhelming will now feel more manageable and clear. You will gain insights into your life that you hadn't previously considered, and you will begin to see the bigger picture of your journey. The purpose behind the isolation and silence you've experienced will become more apparent, and you will realize that everything was leading you to this moment. As your frequency shifts, you will also start to notice how your relationships and interactions with others begin to change. People who were once resistant to your energy will begin to soften, and those who resonate with your frequency will start to come into your life more naturally. The recalibration process will help you attract the right people, opportunities, and experiences that align with your higher purpose. You will begin to feel more in control of your own energy, and this will allow you to attract positive, supportive influences into your life. Manifestation will also take on a new depth during this period of recalibration. As your energy becomes more refined, your ability to manifest will be enhanced. You will begin to notice that the things you desire are coming into your life more easily and quickly. This is because your frequency is now aligned with the universe's flow, and your desires are a natural extension of that energy. Trust that as you continue to recalibrate your energy, your manifestations will become more powerful, and you will begin to see your dreams materialize in ways you never thought possible. However, it's important to remember that the process of recalibration is not always linear. There may be moments when you feel a sense of imbalance or discomfort, and that's okay. These moments are part of the growth process. You will go through periods of expansion and contraction, but each phase is necessary for your spiritual development. Trust that the universe has a plan for you, and each step you take is bringing you closer to the life you are meant to live. The key to successfully navigating this period is to stay grounded and patient. Allow yourself the time and space to adjust to your new energy. This process will require you to let go of old patterns, beliefs, and ways of thinking that no longer serve you. Trust that as you release what no longer aligns with your true self, you will make room for the new, higher vibrations that will guide you toward your true purpose. As you continue to recalibrate, you will feel a deeper sense of connection to your higher self. You will begin to notice the subtle ways in which the universe is guiding you, and you will trust that everything is unfolding perfectly. Keep your focus on the present moment and trust that your frequency is leading you to exactly where you need to be. Embrace the process and remember that this recalibration is not something that happens overnight. It is a gradual, ongoing process of spiritual growth and alignment. So, take a deep breath and trust the process. The universe is supporting you every step of the way. As your energy recalibrates, you will begin to see your true potential unfold, and your connection to your higher purpose will become undeniable. Keep moving forward with trust and faith, knowing that you are on the right path. Stepping into your true power, the new reality. As the recalibration process unfolds and your spiritual energy is realigned, the final phase of this transformative journey begins. The seal has broken, your frequency is rising, and the universe is beginning to reflect the changes you've undergone. You are now standing on the threshold of your true power, and it's time to step fully into the new reality that awaits you. The shift you've been experiencing is not just a fleeting moment. It is the beginning of a new chapter in your life, one where you are no longer bound by the limitations, fears, and doubts that once held you back. The world that once seemed closed off, resistant to your energy, is now starting to open up in ways you never thought possible. Doors that were once slammed shut are now swinging wide open, and opportunities that seemed out of reach are beginning to manifest in your life. But with this newfound freedom comes responsibility. The universe is not just offering you the opportunity to step into your true power. It is calling you to claim it. This is not a time for hesitation or self-doubt. You have spent long enough in preparation, and now it is time to embrace who you truly are and to show the world the full extent of your potential. The people around you will begin to recognize this change even before you fully step into it. Your energy will no longer be invisible or suppressed. You will begin to draw attention, not for the flashy or dramatic reasons, but because your frequency will resonate with those who are meant to align with your energy. It will be as if your very presence acts as a beacon, attracting the people, situations, and experiences that align with your true self. This shift will not be accompanied by fireworks or fanfare. It will be subtle at first, but unmistakable. You will begin to notice the small changes in how people interact with you. Your words will carry more weight. Your presence will command more attention, and your energy will begin to influence the spaces you enter. This is the power of stepping into your true self. You may also begin to notice that certain people who once ignored you or dismissed your ideas are now showing interest. Those who couldn't see your worth before will start to recognize the value you bring to the table. Your energy will no longer be overlooked, and the world will begin to respond to you in ways you didn't think possible. This is your moment to fully embrace the new reality that is unfolding. It's not about proving anything to anyone or seeking validation from the outside world. It's about stepping into your own power with certainty and confidence. You are no longer the person who once doubted their place in the world. You are no longer the person who held back their true self in fear of rejection. You are now the person who is fully aligned with their purpose, and the world will recognize you for it. As you step into this new reality, you will also begin to notice how your manifestations are starting to come to life. The desires, dreams, and goals that you have been working toward are now within reach. You will see how your energy has shifted the collective frequency, and the world is now starting to reflect what you've been working toward. Manifestation is no longer something that feels distant or unattainable. It is now a natural extension of your energy. As you align with your true self, the universe begins to respond with greater speed and precision. What once felt like a distant dream is now becoming a reality, and it is all because you've stepped into your power. But even as you embrace this new reality, it's important to remember that you are still in the process of becoming. The changes you're experiencing are significant, but they are also part of a larger journey. Stepping into your true power doesn't mean that everything will be perfect or that there won't be challenges ahead. It means that you are now fully aligned with the energy of your purpose. And from this place, you can navigate the world with confidence, knowing that you are exactly where you are meant to be. This new reality will also require you to let go of any remaining doubts or limiting beliefs. You are no longer the person who second-guesses themselves or seeks approval from others. The world is now your stage, and it is time for you to shine. Trust that you have everything you need within you to succeed. Trust that the universe is guiding you every step of the way, and that as you step forward into your true power, the path ahead will become clearer and more illuminated. There may be moments when you feel tempted to shrink back, to hide, or to downplay your true power. This is normal, but it is also a sign that you are breaking free from the old versions of yourself that no longer serve you. The more you step into your true self, the more you will feel the pressure to downplay your light. But remember this: you are not meant to shrink. You are not meant to hide. You are meant to expand, to shine, and to be seen for who you truly are. The world is waiting for you to step into your true power. The universe has already shifted to accommodate your growth. And now, it is your turn to fully embrace the changes that are unfolding. The door is wide open, and you are stepping into a reality that is more aligned with your true essence than ever before. In this new reality, you will find that the pressure to conform, to fit into the expectations of others, will begin to fade. You will no longer feel the need to shrink or downplay your greatness. Your energy is now fully visible, and it is drawing people in. You are not just existing in the world, you are living fully and authentically, in alignment with your soul's purpose. So, step forward with confidence. The world is waiting for you to claim your power, embrace the changes that are coming, and trust that as you align with your true self, everything you desire will begin to flow into your life with ease. This is your moment. This is your time to step into the new reality that has been waiting for you all along. The universe is calling you to rise and shine. Don't hold back. Step fully into your true power, and watch as the world begins to mirror the greatness within you.